Anyway, y'all, I just got a shout out with my shirt like this. We're gonna go back to some we're gonna go back to some I need a change. I don't want to change. I need to change it though, don't I? It don't matter. Y'all gonna watch me regardless. We're gonna go back to something calm and relaxing. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to relax. I wanted to get on here and talk about working, bro. I said this before, y'all. If you was a child growing up like me and you really never had no good parent in your life and you were born and raised in a broken home, working is good temporarily because you need to understand, somebody need to teach you the importance of financial stability, like how to build your credit up, how to work the stock market, how to endure pressure, how to deal with people, how to be responsible. Definitely responsible. And responsibility is going to fall under the same category of building your credit up. How to not lean on nobody. How you could take a little or no money and be great and build everything you want. I had $15 an hour, built a studio, and got invested in a business. The only thing that stopped me was a woman. And that's another reason why it's so easy for me to stay by myself. And they had the potential to help me be greater, but instead they made sure that I got my life turned upside down. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened when you choose the woman and God don't choose the woman. You know what I mean? That's what happens when you choose the woman and God don't choose the woman. It's lust, and they not with you because they like you, and you not with them because you like them. You know, same thing. Whatever. Not that if it's lust and not love, then you know what time it is. You might as well know what time it is. And if you marry lust, then you should be fine with what the outcome gonna be when you come out. But that's why you do it. If ain't nobody showed you how to properly invest money and stuff, and then if you ain't got no one to help you and support you, don't make nobody support you. Go to work. Go to work and save money. Go to work and save money and invest your money. You know, and build up your own character, build up your own self. You know, start building up your security. You know what I'm saying? Start building up your security. I get tired of the attack. I guess y'all feel like y'all gotta do it. Well, no, they ain't attached now. At this point, I need to chill because I guess y'all want me to bring clarity to the situation. Y'all need to read the Bible. I told y'all to quit reading the Bible and start reading the Bible. Man. Y'all, that's how you know. See, you really telling on yourself when you talk to me like that. If you come and attack me about getting on my knees to pray, all I gotta tell you is that you don't pray then, do you? Because I don't know nobody who can stay on their knees as long as I be praying. I pray more than 6, 8, 9 hours a day. I don't know nobody who can pray more than I pray. Why meditate? You ain't got it by down. I'm already belong to God. I told y'all, I'm already in heaven. Go talk to it. Quit embarrassing it. At this point, I'm not gonna play with y'all too much like this because y'all keep you just like everybody else. You trying to pull me more on say I'll be neutral before I be on. Satan is a brother or a sister of mine. I worship God. I work for God. I don't work for Satan, y'all. I ain't finna work for a sibling. Shit, what the hell y'all talking about out there? Damn. You just want somebody to be human so bad. I ain't walked in my human mode in so long. Y'all shouldn't be in human mode. Some of y'all are angels, but you're not in angel mode. You're in human mode. I just woke you up and told you. But if you still of the world and not in the world, then you ain't in your angel mode. You wouldn't know where I'm coming from. Let me get off, Jill. I'm tired of talking about y'all act like low IQ. Again, seared heart. Them the signs. Elevate. Everybody, all the other nationalities elevate. What's wrong with my people? If you done made it to the stir and you really done started praying, at this point you trying to get beyond the stir, because it is a level beyond the stir. Then you got the coat, which is a level beyond the angel wings. If you ain't even got there, if you get there, you won't be asking these same questions. You won't even ask them for your boss. The world will be elevating, not social media. At this point, the world is still damaged. The world is still contaminated. And the world is still going down. Social media is evolving. And it's evolving the wrong way, a perverse way, to the point where you can say, man, that's what 666 at right there. So quit practicing the curse way. Over here telling me, trying to, you can't reroute me. You just gonna reroute my energy back to me that you using to elevate up here towards me. And once my energy come back to me, it's gonna bring me some of your energy that you took from me. That you since it's gonna bring me some of your energy for payment for you using my energy. How do I know this stuff, y'all? You see the proof? I ain't gotta leave this box. Y'all coming into my box. You can't come into a box and steal energy that belong to God and go out there and leave the person in the box and say, here, the box, he's stuck. No, you stuck because you stole my energy. You can't get out of it. I'd like to see you try it. I've been working with this energy my whole life. And you go off and you try it. Until you do right by me the way God said you gotta do right by me, you ain't going nowhere. I made it in the hood off my energy. When most people had to have a gun and a gang members, all I had to have was God. I've been banging with God since I was a child. I already know. Y'all ain't going nowhere. You can do right by me, or you can get right, or you can get left. You can get down or you can lay down. And it's all real. You know it's real because some of y'all partners, some of y'all friends getting diabetes, getting sick, about dead, heart attacks that attacked me, and they was in the perfect condition in 2020. Ain't nobody playing but y'all. You ain't going nowhere. None of it. Now, back to what I was saying about jobs. I like truckers. I like the big truckers. I saw a commercial. It was an awesome commercial. He said, you know, without trucks, the big rigs, you wouldn't nobody have nothing. That's the truth. And then we feel like we can keep creating stuff to take people's jobs away, but it's still going to be a process. I read one time. I don't know how true it is. I read one time they got 1.2 million electronic trucks. Not eco truck, but some kind of truck. I forgot the name of them, but they drive. They say it. That's still gonna take time. You can't put them things. That's gonna be dangerous. You can't put nothing like that on the road. The crash rate will be so high. I heard that years ago, and y'all must have tried it and realized that ain't gonna work. Cause it ain't got no soul. You can't do nothing like that. You can't just put nothing like that. I mean, you could, but it would be dangerous. And but anyway, that's why I was saying we need to invest more into our work, into things that we need, workers and stuff that we need, agriculture that we need, things that we need. You know, build and help make their job easier. Make their job easier, and to help them get paid more. We spending all the money we should give them, and stuff we don't need. I mean, we might need that stuff in the future, but let's say you get 8.2 billion trucks, okay? and they're electric trucks that ride by themselves, go to the destination by themselves. Okay. Well, it's still gonna take a lifetime to fade these trucks out to get them trucks on the road, because we gotta get these trucks. That goes back to that movie. See, that's that movie. That movie Confirmation, where that truck on the front got that green face on it. Overdrive. Y'all gonna love one of my favorite movies. Overdrive got the green face on it. That's confirmation, because them trucks gonna be accidentally killing folk. You can't replace nobody. Even if you build, you get what I'm saying? Even if you built 8.2 billion of them trucks, you can't fade that out that fast. It'll take a lifetime. It'll take the rest of our lifetime to fade that out perfectly. And who want to put that kind of energy in that? Nobody. Invest it in the company. Invest it in the people. Quit taking. And then that's the thing. You keep doing all this stuff. I know I worked in plant jobs. My last plant job, 15 years. Every job I ever worked at, I worked at for 5 years, along with hustling 2 other jobs. It ain't a lazy bone in my body. I earned this ranking with God. So, I know y'all hear that God, our Father God, he really don't believe in working like that, but you got to get it while you got it. You heard me just explain it. So hopefully now you got it. You got to learn to discipline yourself, though. You got to find income. In other words, you got to build security for yourself first. Security is a steady income, whether you got a job or not. Somebody stole mine, took all my stuff, and gave it to a complete loser. And the energy, when y'all shifted that energy, not even in the inheritance, my own security, when that energy shifted, it shifted the whole energy in the whole town and probably even in the world. Because you basically told God, yeah, we see this as a working man. Yeah, we see this as a working woman. Yeah, we see this as a good woman. Yeah, we see this as a good man. Yeah, we see that they earn their security. But we're going to give everything that they earn to the lazy man. We're going to give everything that they earn, all the security that they earn, to the lazy woman. So God shifted the energy. And now y'all better hurry up and shift it back. We're going to put the good ones in there, sacrifice them, so we can go ahead and put the doppelgangers, because the doppelgangers listen. You mean the doppelganger is too feminine. They're going to do everything you tell them to do, even if that means get on their knees and bend over. You weak to even want that. You better learn how to stand up straight around everybody and quit being so scared. You just a coward, a rich one, a wealthy one too. Don't matter. You gotta own up to everything. You just gotta admit to everything. You're a coward, you're a coward. You're a man, you're a man. You're a woman, you're a woman. You're a punk, you're a punk. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You can't just try to, if you a wealthy punk, you the wealthiest super powerhouse in the world, and you said, I'm a punk, I'm gonna make everybody else, I ain't talking about on the sexual tip, get your mind out the gutter. I'm a punk, and I'm gonna make everybody else a punk. Go on, that's narcissistic. You can't, well, I guess I'll just stay broke, stay in the window, not just break all this, and y'all can go siphon energy from somebody else. You ain't gonna get it nowhere else, because you done program everybody else to be just like you, so you ain't got it nowhere else to get. And since you all in my energy, since you want to know what I'm doing, you should already know why you want to make everybody else like you when you ain't even feeling it. Damn. That's your discerning spirit right there. You ain't listening. Weak. We gonna, because he's scary, kill him all. No, y'all just weak. You would never made it a day in my shoes. Weak. That's why I can smile and shit. It don't matter how I conversate with somebody. Because like I said in one of my lectures, if I ain't giving them nothing, if I ain't signing off on nothing, that's why I say you need to go to work to learn to be at least responsible. If I ain't giving you nothing, I ain't asking you for nothing, it don't matter how I respond to your questions. It don't matter how you respond to what I'm asking you. If you're going to respond like a man or a coward, that's on you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But if you respond like a coward, I'm going to just shift gears and not cast pearls to swine and dial down to your level. not in no good way, in a healthy way for myself, so I don't lose no energy. Because if you just break somebody like that you already know that done cowered themselves down, they can't even admit to nothing, male or female, they can't even admit to nothing. Why you gonna put your hands on them? That's a waste of flesh. Why you gonna argue with them? That's a waste of words. You better hit that yeah button and go on. It ain't worth it. Now, but yeah, let's invest in the job, man. Need to be more. Y'all probably know I've been in this about 5 years. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, he said something else. But anyway, I love Peterbilt. That's what I want to say. Why y'all ain't been? Hey, y'all. When the last time y'all still building Peterbilt? I love Peterbilt. My grandpa used to take me. My grandpa used to do stuff with me because he knew nobody else would. And my grandpa was old, but he was healthy though. It didn't matter how old he was. He was cool and healthy. And my grandpa would come and get me all times of the day, morning, night, don't matter. And he would say, "Come on, boy, let's go to the interstate." And I used to love to go there with my grandpa. And he'd take me in, and we'll follow the trucks around and watch their pipes get hot and warm and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he showed me a trick that truckers don't even know that they helped me with when it came down to the laws. Y'all don't know. I ain't gonna say it on here. I know better. But when my grandpa showed me that trick, I used it in the street when I was in the street doing my thing. I was like, I got away with a lot of stuff. I got away with a lot of stuff. But yeah. Well, we need to find a better way to invest, because some of this stuff that you're doing, I worked in these jobs. Y'all build a machine to take people's jobs, and these people, the original plan was these people can work these jobs from their home or just come in when the machines went down, come in and work on these machines. Each person that got replaced, each person had a machine. Y'all didn't do none of that. Y'all just bought the machines and replaced the people and put them on welfare. So you really couldn't completely take out welfare. When you firing, that's what I'm saying. You're busy watching me and your life done stop. You ain't even fading out things properly like you supposed to. I know that for a fact. I can prove it. YouTube. When the commercial come in, I can have kids in my house. I can be watching something real good, the volume perfect. And if I got a baby in my house, the commercial come in, yeah. Wake up everybody in the damn house. You ain't got nobody to even fade out your electronic. And if you do, it's some woman or some give it to me baby that done blackmailed you, and they ain't even gotta work no more. You just giving them a check. It could be a woman or a man. They ain't even doing the sound tech right. I know he used to wake my son up. Yeah. And I'd be like, man, the volume was perfect, bro. Son don't going to sleep, son. Wait, son, my son go crazy, bro. My son go crazy. You know how keys come out like this? Y'all ever noticed the keys come out like this? And y'all call that the devil. You ain't rap too tight. Why you calling it the devil? You don't want to hear what I heard about that thing with the baby. Why is that thing like this? And it's looking like it's protecting kids. People better start asking themselves something, boy. Woo. Y'all lucky I can't talk like I want to talk. Y'all lucky YouTube watching me like a hawk. FBI, CIA, anybody else that got any kind of letters in it watching me like a hawk. They know I can't say nothing. That's why I ain't even get in my study zone, because I'm a beast when I get in that study zone, and it wouldn't have been good for the world. Ain't nothing abusive. Abusive man, a monster, spend more time trying to find somebody they could be a monster to. I create. Y'all ain't been doing nothing stealing the cipher engine anyway. And my energy will never descend for y'all, for the likes of y'all. That's why I keep telling y'all, when I descend, I'll be out of here. That's why I keep throwing hints. I'll be out of here. You might well say I'm out of here. Cause I know I learned that when I was little. I can't stay in the dark like that long. It won't never work out for me. This vessel belongs to God.